From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, August 30th, 2016. Silver is trading at $18.77 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,321 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $583. Antiwar.com reports a new statement from the Turkish army has revealed that in continued military offensives in northern Syria, they've captured at least 10 more villages in the area around Jarabulus, shifting their focus to the western part of the area south of the city. In the course of seizing the villages, at least 61 artillery strikes were launched against 20 distinct targets inside northern Syria. Turkey's statement insisted they were taking all measures to prevent killing civilians after Sunday's strikes killed at least 35 Kurdish civilians. As of yet, Monday's strikes have no reported casualties. Along with a lack of casualty reports, the Turkish statement was conspicuous in not specifying who the militants were that they were fighting around Jarabulus, as the territory includes both Kurdish factions and some of the Islamic State forces. And indeed, Turkey seems to be going after both in varying measures. Turkey began the invasion of Syria late last week with the capture of Jarabulus itself. There have been indications that in the long run, this offensive will continue southward along the Euphrates River, aiming to displace the Kurds from Manbij and to take the nearby city of Al-Bab. For nearly 40 years, Robertson Roberts brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports new regulations of commercial drone flights went into effect on Monday, capping a 2-year effort by the U.S. government to research regulating the industry. The new rules by the Federal Aviation Administration offer no guidelines on privacy protections, an area in which local governments have devised patchwork laws, nor do they specifically address the delivery of items by drones. They could, however, spark interest in research and innovation in a delivery niche already under consideration by Amazon and other companies. The rules allow drones of up to 55 pounds, a maximum altitude of 4,000 feet, and a speed of no more than 100 miles per hour. They can only be used in daylight hours and by FAA-certified operators. The FAA says drones can be used in construction, surveying, agriculture, film and video production, and other fields in need of an affordable aerial perspective. Previously, commercial drone operators had to apply for a special license. CNBC added the FAA ruling could start an $82 billion industry in the United States, employing more than 100,000 people in the next 10 years, citing industry estimates. Commercial drones have been identified as hazards to air travel, with hundreds of reported incidents of drones flying too close to airports, while stressing the need for caution in regulation in a fast-changing business environment, as well as an insistence that drone operators be thoroughly trained and certified. FAA Chief Michael Huerta said regulation cannot act at the speed of government. The relevant technologies are advancing faster than federal attempts to regulate them, according to the Wall Street Journal. In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake's security company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. Archaea New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports the Federal Bureau of Investigation has found breaches in Illinois and Arizona's voter registration databases and is urging states to increase computer security ahead of the November 8th presidential election, according to a U.S. official familiar with the probe. The official, speaking on the condition of anonymity, said on Monday that investigators were also seeking evidence of whether other states may have been targeted. The FBI warning in an August 18th flash alert from the agency's cyber division did not identify the intruders or the two states targeted. Reuters obtained a copy of the document after Yahoo News first reported the story on Monday. Accessing information in a voter database, much of which is publicly accessible, does not necessarily suggest an effort to manipulate the votes themselves. When registering, voters typically provide their name, home address, driver's license or identification number, and party affiliation. But U.S. intelligence officials have become increasingly worried that hackers sponsored by Russia or other countries may attempt to disrupt the presidential election. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.